you down. I'll put you into a base.
So what have you guys been doing? I know Nick's sick. CharRon, what have you been doing with your time?
Doing podcast interviews, taking care of all these meetings, doing Zoom meetings. I mean, what am I not doing? Try to do taxes.
I just filed my taxes, you guys.
Dang, you should have got me. I should have called you up.
You're probably not into doing illegal shit, so you know.
I'm legit. What are you talking about? I'll bust out my.
That's what I said. I need legit.
I am legit.
No, I know, but I'm not. So.
What do you mean you're not?
I mean, I lie.
Lie how?
Don't worry about it. I don't know. It said I'm getting like $6,000 back though.
Hold on. Are you putting the right number?
I don't think you should be saying this out loud.
I'm saying it. Walking into these.
I don't care.
We'll talk offline.
You know, it's fine, you guys. It's fine.
I think the IRS is trying to join this.
Yeah, hey, Danny D, wave to YouTube.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Come and get me. What? That sounds so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you still scared of driving?
No, I'm not. I've been pulled over twice.
Really?
I have. And I fixed my problem, by the way. Anyways, I fixed my problem.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have tags now?
I am a valid registered owner. Yes.
Are they your tags?
I didnn want to say, but yeah.
I look legit, okay?
Wait a minute. That's not answering the question.
All right. Let's start, guys.
It's not even my car, so no, they're not my tags.
I'm glad I'm not there because I'm farting up a storm right now.
Ew.
You have to know that.
What is wrong with you?
All right.
No wonder your wife doesn't like you.
Okay. We're professionals. Let Marcus think we're professionals. Come on, guys.
Okay. I'm going to open the window.
All right. We are the Gag on This podcast, not recording from Blacktop Comedy because, unfortunately, Blacktop Comedy has closed.
Dang.
Yeah, did you hear about that, Marcus?
Yeah, I heard about it yesterday. It's crazy. I don't know what the heck's going on right now, but hey, we got to make it happen. Let's do it.
Yep. I guess I could get rid of the intro. So just email us, gagonthispodcast@gmail.com. I am Big Nick. I am joined by my Portuguese lover that is Rob.
Hello.
I'm joined by Danny D, the Italian stallion.
What's up?
We got honorary gagger CharRon. Whoop, whoop. And we are joined by the hilarious Marcus Mangham.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So, Marcus, I got to ask, you met Flav-a-Flav?
What a weird ass first question. Yeah, my friend Bobby Jackson, he had a Halloween party, and Flav-a-Flav was the invited guest. So he just came through. We were just standing there in VIP, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on, fellas?" Like, "Oh shit, Flav's here."
Did he have his clock on?
He did.
Oh my God, yes.
And then he went on stage and did a song. He did a song I've never heard of in my life. That shit was terrible. But I did hang out with him.
That's cool. Hey, do you have any connections to MC Hammer?
I actually did. Not anymore. That's a weird question, too. Why?
Okay.
Why would you assume that?
I have a 2020 goal to meet MC Hammer, and I know you know some pretty famous people. So, I'm just trying to make my dreams come true.
So your dream is to meet MC Hammer.
In 2020, I want him to sign my Barbie doll. I have an MC Hammer Barbie.
He does.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
I mean, I don't think he's local.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming out the house right now, though, but I'll see what I can do.
All right, cool. I make house calls. I'll go to his. It's fine.
Is he still a pastor?
Oh.
Maybe he could go to his services.
No, I don't want to go to church, you guys.
How bad do you want to get that shit signed? There
you go.
Right? Maybe it'll be a new direction in life. Just me being all religious and shit, you know?
Oh, fuck. No.
Religious and shit.
Religious and shit. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, no, I see you as, I think Mace can convert you. Mace or Coolio. I think Coolio's a preacher, too, now.
Are you serious?
Damn.
You mean Pepper Spray or the rapper?
Nice.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. I don't need to meet Mace or P. Diddy or any of those guys. Just MC Hammer. That's it.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Marcus. You're the best.
So yeah, getting back to actually interviewing you versus demanding shit. One thing I wanted to ask you about was the diversity show. You've put a lot of those on.
Yeah, it was just something I wanted to do because, like, I'm from North Carolina or the South, and diversity isn't their strong suit. Let's just say that. So when I came out here to California, I saw how diverse it was out here, and I was like, I want to promote that, and I just started doing diversity show where I try to get different comics from different nationalities to do the show, and it's been going great.
Is that the one at the Pink Martini?
No, that is the one at Comedy Spot downtown.
Okay.
Different diversity.
Wow. I mean, every show you put on is fucking amazing, so I love going to your shows.
I try to pick out something good from all the other shows I've seen or try to help out, even if it's a small stuff like paying comics ahead of time so they're not looking for the promoter. Like that little stuff like that matters, you know, because you might have another show you want to do, but you can't leave because you don't want this guy to skip out on you. So I'm like, here, do your set. You can go wherever you want to go. I don't care.
Yeah.
Did you pay the comics for the Pink Martini one? Because the one that CharRon was doing the DJ for?
No, because we didn't have it.
Yeah.
We were like one day before, and then it shut down, like the world ended, so we just shut everything down.
I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I was hurt.
That was a really dope show. Like I went to the you had one that I went to, and it was just fucking amazing. Like I really loved it. I loved the atmosphere. I loved the comics you had. It was awesome.
Yeah, we had a pretty big lineup. You know, we had Kyrie Shabazz. He was going to do the show. We had a mean lineup, and then it just went away.
Wow.
And everything else. But we'll get it again. But he's did a show for me before. He did a Comedy Spot with me, and he killed up there. So
yeah, I love Kyrie. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's super funny.
So one thing I noticed from your feed is you've done comedy at a bunch of different rooms. What's your favorite room to do comedy in? Because you did it at, was it the Ice House? No.
I've did a lot of venues. I'll be honest, probably one of my favorites is Punchline. I just like how it's a real professional comedy club, and it's big, but it's not too big, so it still feels intimate. So like when we used to do like Tommy T's is a cool venue, but it's like doing comedy at a fucking Costco. Like that shit is huge. And you got 19 people in the crowd. Yeah. That shit sucks. Like I did a show with Marsha Warfield at Tommy T's. It was the Late Show. It was 14 people there in that big ass club.
Wow.
I just didn't like the tables. Yeah, the tables were fucking stupid. Like you were all like facing each other like a lunch hall. You weren't facing the comics. So I was like, what the fuck?
Those are Last Supper tables.
It really was.
Rob, are you looking at porn?
No.
Oh, okay.
His wife's probably there.
You don't see the arm moving, do you?
Yeah.
Arm movement. Wow.
No.
You see this, maybe.
So what have you been doing with the quarantine there, Marcus? What have you been staying busy with?
Well, luckily, you know, there's no stages going on, but I do have a detail shop to fall back on. It's my own personal detail shop. It's called Caps Auto Detail. But, I mean, I got to admit, it's slow because who the hell cares about styling and profiling when you can't leave the house? Like, nobody wants a detail right now, but it's at least keeping me afloat rather than just being here waiting for a check to come in 20 weeks.
Right.
That's crazy right now.
I never opened my mail. But I just went through all my fucking mail. I got a check from fucking Smud for $352. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to go cash this shit before they say it's not valid.
A check?
Yeah, a check. Who the fuck? Smud doesn't give refunds. I'm going to go cash it, though.
Did you talk to somebody on the phone?
I'm not calling
your
anybody.
Job?
I'm not calling anybody. No, fuck you. No, I've been really busy, though, with calls. Super busy. So,
I fucking bet.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at home.
They're like, I'm in the closet. My wife's in the next room. You got to do this quick. I'm like, oh, my God. All right, CharRon. All right, CharRon. Okay, let's do it before Anti-Vice checks on you. I'm just kidding.
So what's the importance of putting on the diversity show? Like, what's the importance of having diversity in comedy? Because one complaint we've heard from some people is that the Sacramento scene isn't as diverse as it could be. I
just think for me, like, you'll hear in the comedy world, it might be a little bit behind the scene, but you'll hear a lot of people say, such and such comic he's great at black rooms, but he can't do this, or he can only do this kind of comedy. I go to all of these clubs and I just look for the talent and ask them, do you want to do the show? Like, because if you're funny and you really want to do comedy for real, you have to be funny everywhere. Like, you can't just pick out what select clubs you want to go to. Because I've done some shit and I'm like, I'm definitely not comfortable here, but I made it through it because I want to do comedy. Like, I did a show at what's it called, McCullum Hill, where I was definitely, me and Steph Sanders were the only black people probably in 100-mile radius. During the middle of Steph Sanders' set, the guy shows him a picture. The picture is a pizza with a swastika on it.
Oh.
In the middle of his set. He powered through, I powered through, but regardless, like, some people would have lost their damn mind over that. But that's what you got to put up with comedy. Like, you can't lose your shit, and you got to learn how to work in different rooms and all different uncomfortable situations. And now, after the show, you could get your ass whooped, but during the show, you got to be professional.
Well, and if you're funny, then you're funny. You got to make it work for every fucking room.
Yeah, because I saw Steph, even though super uncomfortable, he found a way to turn that around and have the whole crowd laughing at that guy for being a dumbass.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steph Sanders.
But that's why I do the diversity show, because I really like comedy, and once I really locked into it, like, I like people that have the same passion as me. And if you have the same passion, then you want to work everywhere. You just want stage time, period. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a biker bar or your damn homeboy's birthday party. If they paying you, go do it.
Now, have you done comedy? You're from, is it North or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. You guys know that song?
I'm going to keep my shirt on if that's cool.
Oh, shucks.
It's all right. I'm not wearing pants, so.
I put on a bra for this, you guys. I put on a bra.
Right, this is the best time.
You guys should be happy about it.
Appreciate you getting dressed up, Danny.
What's up, Ken?
I put on a bra.
Hey, fuck you. These 40 G's are not easy to contain. Jesus.
I got clean underwear on.
I don't even have underwear on, so, welcome to Zoom. Welcome to Zoom. Why is it different when I say it and not when you guys say it? Fuck you.
Because we got male parts.
Yes.
All right.
I won't stick to what I'm sitting on.
Oh, wow. See, this is why we need to be together, so we can call each other on our shit. Poor Marcus.
Yeah. All right, Marcus. Getting back to the question, have you done comedy at your hometown?
I have not yet. Like, I'm honestly, I'm just trying to wait till I can go out there and do like a legit show that I'm booked on. Like, I could go out there and put something on so everybody can see me, but like, I actually want to be booked and brought out there. Like, I've actually talked to Tony Roberts, and he was talking about maybe me, him, and Lance Woods doing something in Charlotte. That's about 30 minutes away from my hometown. So hopefully before the end of the year, comes, I can do that, and that would be legit. Like, have everybody come out to a real deal comedy show with a real deal comics.
Does your whole family still live in North Carolina?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll say the East Coast. Like, I got a lot of family in Atlanta and New York, but majority of my family is in North Carolina.
Okay. Go ahead, Nick.
Sorry.
Next question.
My fiance is playing music, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Let's see. I got some other things. You guys can ask questions too. I didn't
want to interrupt.
Fuckers.
Oh, we're all figuring this out. When to talk, whatever.
Right.
We'll figure it out.
Well, you see me muting all the time, so I'm trying to be as quiet as possible.
Yeah, I've never used Zoom before. I tried to practice before this happened, but Nick didn't want to fucking practice with me.
I was playing Red Dead. God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Red Dead Redemption.
Talked to you for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we talked for a couple of minutes, but it felt awkward. I felt like your wife was watching. So yeah. I didn't really want to push the line. So
no, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
I got a question now. Yeah. So shut up, guys. So you put on a bunch of shows. One thing the gang and I have talked about is putting on like a gag on this showcase, having past guests come on and do a set and all that. Is there, when you first put on your show, were you, for lack of a better word, frightened as fuck? Because that's my thing is I want to put on a show, but then I'm afraid no one's going to show up.
Kinda. The first one I did was at Comedy Spot. And I'll be honest, I kind of had a leg up because it's already an established comedy club. Like, it was something went wrong, and I ended up getting it handed to me from Robert Berry. And he was like, do you want to put this show on? Because he had something else going on. So I just put it together, and you're nervous that people are going to come, but when it's your first show, like, you don't know. Like, you never can know. Like, you have to at least try. Like, it's probably going to be light. That's just how it works. But if you can build a name, like, that's what we're doing with diversity. Like, of course, the first couple shows were light, but we just kept building and building and building. Or your first show can be super packed because everybody's coming out for you for that show. But second show is where it's going to be awful.
You know? You got to keep them coming back.
Yeah, because that second show, you've already used all your passes for your friends to come out. So now it's about talent and what you got going on. But yeah, I was scared, though. That's what made Pink Martini different, though, because that was surprising. Every show that we've done at Pink Martini has sold out, and that's not normal. And that's a pretty big venue, even though it's outside.
But the crowd there is so different from what, like, when I heard you were doing that show, I had to come check it out because I was just like, all right, a bunch of fucking old ass white religious people. I ended up sitting with the owner's parents. I was sitting with the owner's parents, and I was watching the show, and like they loved everyone except for like Michael Sella because he was a little too graphic. But like, it was such a good time to watch all these different walks of life, like just laugh, and it was sold the fuck out, like standing room only. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have power behind your name. I mean, you're hella funny.
I'm trying. I'm trying to do something funny, but I'm also trying to put a quality product together when it, like, everything we do. I don't want to just be like, yeah, it's funny, but there were no seats. The food was terrible. You know, the service was awful. Like, we have a meeting. We meet up and we talk about everything, what was good, what was bad about the last show, and we try to fix it.
Did you team up with, you and Danielle are doing it together, right? Like, she's helping you produce the shows, your girlfriend?
Yeah, because I got the show, and I'll be honest, I'm good with picking the comics or whatever and telling jokes, but the business side, she can have it. I don't like doing that shit. I don't like calling and setting up and this and that and venues and all that. She can have it, and she loves to do it.
It's a lady's place. Yeah. It's a woman's place, you know.
She can have it.
Well, and she's way more likable than you know. I'm just
that's rude.
Her name's Danielle, you know.
That is rude. God dog. But shout out to Danielle, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. Shout out Danielle for helping me out. Because we wouldn't have either one of these shows if it came up to me, man. I don't like doing all of that shit, man. Like, I can do it, and I have, but when I was working at Lexus, at one point I was working at Lexus. I had my detail shop. And I was doing comedy, and I was about to get my ass fired because I'm trying to book shows while I'm detailing a car at the same time, and they think I'm just talking to random women on the phone being lazy. I'm like, man, I'm talking to I'm talking to Michael Sella right now. Like,
fucking Rob left, and we got his cat just.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Just a random cat came across the screen.
Just a random pussy walking across the screen. What's going on?
Random pussy.
My life.
Don't fuck with cats.
Right?
I had to move the kid out so he wasn't going to interrupt.
Yeah, luckily I threatened my friend's kid before.
Really?
I was like, I made cinnamon rolls and they're done. And if you want one, then you need to go upstairs and not come outside for the podcast because I will ruin your life if you do.
Wow.
And he was like, all right.
Jeez.
I know.
Hey, I feel like before this is over, you're going to be in prison between IRS and children.
You know, I'm surprised I'm not there yet. Fuck you. You know, I don't look like I'm as, you know, I look like a wholesome person, so people believe that I'm a good person.
You do?
It's okay. I believe that. Yes.
Well, that background helps, that's for sure.
Isn't it? Isn't it very zenful?
Shit.
Next time I'm going to zoom from the river. What?
Yeah, okay.
Away from the river.
I go to the river every day.
Well, I
and,
go-
you know, contemplate my life. So,
Contemplate at the river? Wow.
yeah. Good time. So what are you writing new jokes, Marcus? What are you doing with your time?
Yeah, I'm writing some stuff I'm trying to get perfected, like some jokes I know could do better, and rather than just keep jumping around, I've been trying to fix or get more laughs out of what I already got.
How are you doing that without an audience?
Some of the stuff I've already worked it, and I already know what I need to fix, but I'm just trying to come up with ideas of maybe certain stuff I can replace that I didn't get the laugh I wanted to at certain spots on the joke. But at the same time, I've had a lot of concepts, but I need to just sit down honestly and just try to put everything together. Because what I want to do is just put a lot of stuff together, like notes and clips, and make like a whole block of something. Like time, if it's about, my relationship or kids, whatever, like I got a lot of different little notes, but I haven't put it together in like one story. So that's my next move.
Have you been doing the, I've seen it on SAC, the live stream comedy shows?
No, the only thing I've done really is I did Laughs Unlimited podcast with Steph Sanders, but as far as actual comedy, honestly, I don't want to do it just because, like, it takes so much to get 10 to 15 minutes of material, and I just don't want to put my stuff online for no reason, and then some random dude in Idaho was telling my jokes, talking about turkeys or some shit. I'm like, hey, man, like, once you put it out there, it's out there. So I'd rather just wait the storm out now and then get back on stage rather than get, too anxious and just throw my stuff out there and want to be famous, and then I don't have no material because somebody took it.
That's what I'm doing. But I don't know how to gauge it. You know what I mean? Like without an audience, my fucking roommate and my kid are tired of listening to me. So
yeah,
nice.
They really are.
I talked to my boy the other day. He's like, man, how you handling not being on stage? I was like, it's cool, but I've been roasting the shit out of my girl's kids.
Right? Well, and it's hard because this kid here is only 8. I can't be too mean, Yeah. I got to fucking be nice, I guess.
I can't imagine having 8-year-old material.
Yeah, fuck those kids.
Yeah. How about that fucking Barney, huh?
Right?
You were good up until fucking Barney.
No one watches Barney anymore. I swear to God, Barney is inappropriate. I bet you he raped little kids.
What the?
It was just creepy when one of the girls was growing boobs on the show.
What?
Why did you know?
What's wrong with you?
What? You never watched Barney?
No,
Not
fuck no.
Boobs.
Yeah, one of the girls was sprouting boobs, and it's like, okay, you shouldn't be on the show anymore.
That was one of the. Well, I had boobs at like 9, so I mean, honestly, that shouldn't hinder someone's career just because they have titties.
On a kid's show, it should.
Do you know her name?
No.
It was the black girl, huh?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about kitty titties right now?
No, we're talking about Rob's fucking gross obsession with Barney.
No obsession.
No, Marcus nailed it on the fucking head. That's what we're talking about.
That's what's going to get them in prison, not me.
Oh, Rob's playing with his pussy.
My pussy's upstairs. So how many kids are quarantined with you right now, Marcus? Because I know her son, all of the kids are like older.
Yeah, but it's just 2 girls. Her son isn't here. He's in Reno right now.
Oh.
So I told him next week we're going to start homeschooling. I'm about to teach him about Biggie Smalls and Double Dragon.
Dope. Can I get on that? Can we Zoom it?
Yeah, when I get it set up, you can come check it out.
I'm down, dude. I'm down.
I mean, really, if they don't know about Biggie, then they're not going to know about Tupac either.
Yeah, so I'm giving them the real lessons they need in life. Who cares about algebra and science? They need to learn about hip hop.
They need to be street fucking smart, not book smart.
All right, well, let's take a poll right now. Who's better, Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie.
I'm Biggie.
Biggie.
I say Biggie, but I know Tupac got some stuff, so yeah.
Tupac was hotter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
But Biggie was like he was able to do so much, and even like he didn't get that far based on his looks. I think Tupac got farther because he got, he was hot. But Biggie like went on his voice, and he was harder, and he like rapped about harder shit. And he was so fat, you could hear him you could hear his fat in his rap, so which I liked. He was like out of breath from rapping. I loved it.
He did sound like that. He did.
I like Biggie.
Big ups to Brooklyn.
He's like, oh, what?
Baby.
Ron, what about you? Why don't you weigh in on this?
Could not care less.
There you go.
You're probably a
He's like-
Spin Doctors fan.
Black as ever, something, I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, I like him better. I wouldn't have fucked him though. I would have fucked Tupac.
You're there, Rob. You're there. All right. Well, apparently I'm the only one that likes Tupac, so fuck y'all.
Well, you don't even listen to rap, so you don't get a say.
I do.
Wow. He's the host.
I listen to rap back then.
You know, I've weaseled my way in. I'm okay. He likes it. He's a simp. He knows it.
I am a simp. Marcus, are you familiar with the Raw and Uncut podcast?
I don't think so.
Oh, you got to check them out.
Is that yours?
No, it's these guys that are they record.
Not this one. I thought you might have had another one.
Oh no, it's these guys that record. But yeah, they apparently I'm a simp, and me and Danny were on it, and they fucking. She called me out, didn't she, Danny?
Yes.
Do you know what a simp is, Marcus?
A simpleton?
Apparently,
That's what it is.
Yes.
No, isn't a simp like the opposite of a pimp?
It's like a man pussy.
It's a simpleton. Yeah, it's a simpleton. That's what it really is.
Like you're a yes man. You're a bitch.
No, it's a short for simp. It's short for a simpleton. Yeah.
Oh well, they were making it seem a lot worse than that. So.
Well, no, like you're a total yes man. You'll do whatever your girlfriend tells you to do, and you're like a bitch.
But doesn't any man who still wants pussy going to?
No.
That's why they call it pussy points.
No. Don't let me walk all over you because I will. Like, you know what I mean?
It's not the point of walking over. It's the point of I know what I'm going to get when this is done.
Nah.
The objective is the goal.
What would you say you are, Marcus? How's your relationship with Danielle? How long have you guys been together?
We just came right at the 2-year mark.
That's dope. You guys
Nice.
get along well? Are you stubborn?
Yeah, I know I can be because I'm an only child, so I'm used to getting my way or just forget it then if I don't. Like, I know that's how I am. But it's like she's a lot more giving. Like at first we did a lot of headbutting because we're both like my way, but now we're just like everything's working out. I think it's also great that she's like a real deal comedy fan. And that was something last ship that did not work. Like
it's hard to get someone.
Thing. She was like, I miss my detailer. I'm like, I don't. I want out of this shit. Like, I'm getting my ass on this stage. Fuck this car. You can have this damn Honda Civic. I want to get on stage.
Gotta ride or die. That's nice.
But yeah, like she totally supports you. You know, she even goes to like when you would go to open mics, she would go to open mics and shit with you. Like it's hard to find someone that will go to all those stupid fucking things that you go to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, some of the stuff I'm like, you want to go? Like, why? Like, I don't even want to do this shit tonight.
Right?
like some random ass bar in some tiny ass town. Like, yeah, I want to go. I'm like, all right, well, let's go.
She's awesome, man.
Yeah, but this comedy thing is also, man, it's like being like a doctor on call because I just like random calls. Like, can you be here in 2 hours? Like, I got a call from Rooster T. Feathers on like a random Sunday. They called me at noon. It was like, can you be here by 7? I'm like, well, I can, but fuck.
I can't wait for those calls. I cannot wait until I'm better for those calls. Like I'm so eagerly waiting, like for someone to be like, "Hey, can you fill in?" I'll be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm there." Fuck it. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but it's just weird. Like I did Cobb's like a month ago. Me, Steph Sanders, and Mikey Winfield. I was at Denials with Danielle. He said, "Can you meet me in an hour to do Cobb's in San Francisco?" So I had to put my damn bell peppers down and run to the and go meet Mikey Winfield in a random parking lot to go to San Francisco.
Mikey Winfield is going crazy at home. Like, have you seen his fucking battles on his post? Like, I'm just like, oh, poor guy. Poor
he can actually rap, though.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
How long have you been doing comedy?
3 years.
Sorry, I was taking a drag of a cigarette.
Saw that.
Did you? I thought I did.
Your hair is out of control, Nick. Your hair is fucking crazy.
It gets curly when it gets long. I haven't been able to get it fucking cut.
I don't think I've seen you without a hat in like 6 months.
This is surprising.
Right?
It's all right. Rob's kid said I look like him, so I mean that's
an insult.
Rob, what did you do to your kid's eye? Why is he wearing a patch on his fucking eye?
Poked it with a dildo.
He's got a lazy eye. So
you're trying to prevent him from being Johnny Taylor? Like, what's going on?
Damn. No, he has to put a patch on the strong eye to make the weaker eye work up to it. Oh. So that's all. He has to do that 2 hours a day.
That's cool.
An eye patch a day keeps the teasing away when he's older.
Oh, man, he could have probably got a lot of chicks with that lazy eye.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
For Forrest Whitaker.
Work for Biggie.
It did not work for Forrest Whitaker.
Did not.
CharRon's right. It did work for Biggie.
I don't think Biggie got a lot of pussy.
Really?
I don't know.
Wasn't he banging Little Kim?
He was banging Little Kim. He was banging Faith Evans. Yeah, he married Faith Evans. I mean,
yeah.
They were passing it to him like he was hotcakes. Like,
well, maybe because I'm a bigger girl, having sex with that big of a guy, that's just a lot of fucking fat involved on both sides. So, like, I wouldn't do that. But, maybe he was working with something great. You never know.
I'm sure the girls probably rethought it once he got on top of him.
Yeah, I don't think that's even for a guy that size. Yeah, no.
Have you guys seen Little Kim recently?
Isn't she in jail?
Yeah, she looks like Sammy Sosa now.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Damn.
I don't know what Sammy Sosa looks like, but isn't he Mexican?
White.
What?
Oh.
Well, he's white now.
Yeah, he's white now.
He bleached his skin.
Oh, he Michael Jackson did. All right.
Yeah.
Mike Jackson did. Wow.
All right, so
they asked him about it. He said, "This is my preference. I do what I want to." Like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa.
I don't think that's healthy. Yeah.
Bleaching your skin?
Yeah, I don't even know. You just put it on the outside. You drink it. Like, what do you do?
Yes, drink bleach.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, it kills COVID. Might as well kill some skin.
I mean, I drink a lot of other shit. Why not?
I'm assuming that's a Red Bull in your hand.
It is a Red Bull. I'm not drinking alcohol yet. I just woke up.
Okay. Marcus, have you listened to our podcast before?
No.
Yeah, I'll be honest, not the whole thing. I forgot who was on there, but I have listened to it before because I wanted. Didn't y'all have Lance? Lance was on here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had Lance on there.
Because I wanted to see what I was in store for, so I did listen to some of that. I have.
So, since you listened to that, could you tell the sexual tension between Lance and Danni?
Fuck you. No.
Why are you
listen. I don't know. Cause I can't tell with Danni because what you might say is sexual tension is just a conversation for her. So I don't know.
Thank you, Marcus.
She'll say any fucking thing. I can't say 100%. I don't know. Danni just says whatever the hell she wants to. It doesn't matter.
See, pussy points. See, there you go.
That's not pussy points. That's the truth. I mean, I can make any conversation sound sexual. It's my job. I was born this way, you guys.
Yeah, but you don't blush as much as you did on that episode.
Yeah.
Okay, he has the ability to make me blush. We'll say that. 1 in a million.
Why are you flippering right now?
I don't know. Fuck you guys.
The truth.
Whatever. You leave me alone.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's something we do on this podcast called Inside the Comic Studio.
Brilliant.
She was taking a drag. You said too fast. I saw that coming.
Okay. So basically, we ask all comics the same 5 questions. So, first question, first joke that landed well.
First joke that landed well. I did a joke. Actually, it was about Biggie. The song Big Papa. You know, if you got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Wow. You remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I basically just broke down that part of the song saying, like, what we listen to in hip-hop. Because on, like, that hook, he says, if you got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. I'm like, wait. So if I'm in a club where I got to negotiate with a gunman, hey, excuse me, my man, do you mind not shooting up the club? I really like this girl. I'm definitely in the wrong place. And that was one of the first jokes that I did at not Tommy T's, at Laughs Unlimited. That was my first open mic, and it landed, and that was the only reason I came back. Because if it would have bombed, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. I'll be honest. I do comedy, but the stage was very uncomfortable for me at first. Because I'm not just a person that just walks up to random people and start a conversation. So to go on stage and just start talking is totally different.
What made you want to do comedy then?
I think I just got one of those ruts in my life where I was like, it has to be more than this. Like, I have to start trying things that I've always thought about. And people would always say, you should do comedy, you should at least try it. So one day I said, I picked out a date and I knew that they were going to have an open mic, and I gave myself 1 month to get something together and actually do it. And I told some of my friends, because if I tell somebody something, I'm going to do it. So I put the pressure on myself. I'm actually going to do it. And that's what got me on stage.
Ooh, oh, shit. I forgot something. Inside the Comic Studio is brought to you by Ballsy Brand Ball Wash. Marcus, you have
Bavarian.
Marcus, you have funk in your junk.
What? I'm not drinking.
I said Marcus.
Back in my day, they called it
I don't know what you said. You guys are frozen.
Well, we can hear you. Well, anyways, if you got some stank down there, Ballsy Brand Ball Wash will take care of that. Take back your dong pillows with the sack pack.
Wait, this is a real promotion?
This is a real promotion.
Oh,
yeah, this is what they wash their balls with.
All right.
Yeah, it has 3 products that will provide a fragrant overhaul for your crotch nuggets. It comes with the ball wash, charcoal wash, not just for your nuts, but also your butt and body. Multiple essential oils and plant extracts will leave you feeling and smelling incredible. It's got the nut rub solid cologne. Danny, you are talking over this promotion. It's a solid cologne, but also acts as a skin balm. It's long lasting. Plus, you can play with your jizzberries just a little bit longer. It comes with the sack spray, strong enough for a woman, pH balance for men, neutralizes odors, and cuts down on the irritation of your broveries. And if you want extra protection, then get the Ball Guard. It's a soothing cream, but dries instantly, helps fight sweat and chafing, but it also keeps you smelling fresh, and it's only $12. And after a long day, you can feel confident if a woman wants to gargle your gonads. Sack pack runs $40, and the Ball Guard goes $12, but if you use promo code GAG15, you'll get 15% off your entire order. Now, back to Inside the Comic Studio. Sorry about that, guys.
No, that's what you got to do.
All right, second question. Favorite thing about the local comedy scene?
Favorite thing about the local comedy scene is just, I guess, how thriving the scene is. Like, I say it's a lot of places you go to, and they might have comedy, but it's comedy every night around here somewhere. Somebody's always got an open mic or some little bar show or something where you could literally go every night to do comedy if you really wanted to. You could look it out and find it, which is weird because in North Carolina, I couldn't find shit comedy-wise unless I went to, like, Charlotte or something. But in my small hometown, they were like, man, sit your clown ass down. Like, we don't want to hear that shit. So, yeah, I just like how thriving it is out here. It makes it possible, and it's the actual scene that gets people exposure because there's so much comedy out here.
How small is your hometown? We talking like David Thorne, Minor Hill small?
No, like 30,000 people.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think Minor Hill had 12, and they're all related.
No, not that. We got more stoplights than that.
Yeah,
all right.
Because I know Jason's from Charlotte, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who is?
Remember Jason, the guy with the tattoos?
Jason B?
Yeah,
yeah. Jason and Lisa.
Charlotte. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Remember we were talking about it. He's like saying that he moved here from Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ed Mina used to live in Charlotte, North Carolina, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because his girl Lisa used to work at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Something you dislike or would like to see changed in the local scene?
It's probably impossible, but some kind of way to have open mic for people that are legit serious. Because, like, sometimes comics, like, we have shit that we're trying to work out for, like, some shows coming up. And then you'll go to some place, I don't know, Luna's, and you got 14 people talking about taking their grandma somewhere, some random ass story that doesn't, like, it's not comedy. You're just talking to me. Like, I think, like, somewhere for, like, serious comics to work their stuff. Like, I will say, last time I went to On the Y.
Callback is good.
Yeah. Last time I went to On the Y, like, all the comics were there, but they were doing legit new material. Like, it wasn't like, well, let me just get a couple laughs. Like, everybody was doing stuff trying to figure out, like, actually working. Because a lot of times you get caught up on, if nobody's laughing at your new shit, then you just jump into your old set real quick. Like, I got to get some laughs. I got to get some laughs so people know I'm funny. But yeah, if I could get a place where it was seriously comics that will work it out and be serious, where they're not scared to do new shit, that's what I'd like to see.
I would say that Callback would probably be the best place.
Yeah, I mean, Callback is good. They're building something.
It's in front of all comics, so you are going to work on new shit. And if you can get a laugh from some comics, I mean, then that's sometimes better than getting laughs from strangers, because we don't laugh at shit.
But it's also hard to get a read though off of comics because they don't want to laugh at shit. So you need a place where people will come out, but you do need serious comics to work. In my ideal world.
Yeah.
Favorite local comedian?
Let me see. Who's my favorite local comedian? Well, I don't know, because like some of the people that you say local, but they're already out there, and then I feel like they might get insulted that I call them local. Like I love Steph Sanders, I love Kyrie Shabazz, I love Lance, and we're all friends around here. But if I saw him somewhere, I'd be like, "Yeah, you're that local guy." I don't think they would like it. So,
they're fucking local.
They got specials.
Yeah, but don't forget where you came from, right? Don't forget where you came from.
I guess. Well, if they're not offended, then those are the people I really like.
All right, and then lastly, advice to new comedians.
I would just say, be sure. Look into it and check it out before you just get on stage. Like, actually ask questions, because I've had comics before get mad at me because I wasn't super encouraging, but I'm just like, you don't know exactly what you're signing up for. Like, it's not as easy as you think. Just because you're the funny guy at the break room at work doesn't mean it's going to work when you're on stage by yourself with a microphone in your hand. So I would just be serious about it and be respectful and listen to what people say, because a lot of comics come in and they're cocky and they might have a good show, and then they come into the venue like they've been doing this for years, and it's rules to it, and it's different things you got to go through. Like I've learned with working with Lance Woods and Mikey Winfield, like you always have to be prepared. You can't just show up. If you go to the comedy club, you better at least go over your set at least once or twice in your head. Because there's several times that they'll test you and just be like, you want some time? You want some time? Randomly throwing you on stage. I walked into Tommy T's one night and Mikey Winfield said, "Hey, my host just left. Can you give me 10 minutes? I had just come from some brew festival. I was almost fucking hammered. I had to go run up on stage and tell 10 minutes worth of jokes. And I survived it, but it also let me know, like, if I got a show that night, if I got a show when I'm going, if I show up at the comedy club, I at least need to go over it in my head, or I can't get fucked up and hammered too bad where I can't perform, or I don't need to show up. Because if you're in the building, it's a possibility you going on stage.
That's professional right there. That's professional.
Professional.
Yeah, it is. All right. So now comes the random topic time. But before we do random topics, Marcus, plug your social media if anybody wants to book you, and if you got anything coming out.
I keep it simple. Both are under Marcus Mangham, at Marcus Mangham on Instagram, and then just Marcus Mangham on Facebook. I do have a Twitter, but I'll be honest, I don't use it. I use it more as a newspaper than to put content on it. So. And I also have my Marcus Mangham comedy page, where I post most of my shows and a couple of funny things, this and that.
All right, and that's on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook. I got one on Facebook and Instagram. Comedy shit. Marcus Mangham Comedy, and I want Marcus Mangham Comedy on Instagram.
Cool. Rob?
I got my side project, Stand Up Dads Podcast. We drop episodes every Sunday. It's me and Mike.
I can barely hear you, buddy.
Yeah.
Try this again.
All right, Danny.
Okay, so you can find me, Danny D, at Rad Chick Forever on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo.
Okay. CharRon.
Send me money.
CharRon Smith, you can find me on I Am Big Poetry Podcast. That is Linktree/IAMBICZINE.
Who the hell was going to remember that?
I know. Who is? Just look it up.
At ABC 764.
Look it up
backslash.
Look up I Am Big Poetry Podcast on any of your streaming media. That's it. But thanks for calling me out, Marcus. God dog.
Control Alt Delete 7 backspace.
Wow, all that.
All right, Rob, are you ready?
Yeah. Is that better?
Yes.
Get my side project, Stand Up Dad's podcast. I record that with Mike. We drop episodes every Sunday, and we talk about parenting stuff.
Cool. Follow me on Twitter at the Big Nick J. Since Gag on This is basically doing quarantine episodes, if you know a comedian that's in a different state, city, country, let us know, and we'll interview them on Zoom. We'll get some other guests on here.
I've had some requests.
Well, then book them.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but yeah.
Okay, now, random topic. I just got to ask this, since we have two African Americans on Twitter. Apparently,
Where?
No, seriously, where?
well, that's right, two black people. Sorry, CharRon. I've seen on Twitter, Marcus, have you seen the Tiger King?
I have.
Oh my God, you guys.
Well, I just have to ask this because I've seen on Twitter that apparently people are saying it is a white thing.
It is a white thing.
It is a white thing.
Cats.
Did you see all that meth? It's a total white thing.
It's a white thing.
There was no black people on the fucking show.
So the question is it a white thing?
Yes.
I would say owning exotic animals is a white thing, yes.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson has a tiger.
Yeah, it's also Michael Jackson owned some stuff.
Yeah, he also bit a guy's ear in the ring. That's a terrible.
There you go.
I mean, he does have a face tattoo. That should have told you guys.
But I could say it's a white thing. To spend your disposable income on a big ass cat. Yeah, I could say that.
$2,000. $2,000.
I know that's a damn Honda Civic for me.
Maybe with my brand from that, I'll just buy some tigers.
What'd you say,
I know
Dan?
people have spent more on dogs.
That's stupid. I mean, I know someone that spent $5,000 on their hairless cat, who's also a Sacramento comic. And when I heard she spent $5,000 on a fucking hairless cat, I just about died. I was like, you know how much shit you could have bought with that? Could have gone to the casino.
We all love bald pussy.
It's all right. It's okay.
At least CharRon liked it.
I loved it.
No, CharRon was on mute, just clapping.
I had to turn the mute on if I was to clap, not make noise on that.
Whatever. Yeah, no, Tiger King's a total white thing. Did you see anyone with color? And who would pay $339 for a ticket to pet a fucking tiger? Only white people.
That's true.
I mean, I
don't
would.
know. That shit was just crazy, the whole story. I heard they're supposed to be making another episode.
Yeah, they're releasing.
From him in jail?
No.
I don't know.
No, it's supposed to focus on Carol Baskin's missing husband.
Whatever. She killed him. It's okay.
Damn.
People go missing all the time. I mean, she's a smart guy.
I'm sure I feel like he probably objects to that.
He's dead. It doesn't matter. He got eaten by a fucking tiger.
Seriously.
But she was a smart girl. She was a runaway. She had a kid. She married a rich guy and then killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
That's some foul play.
All right, you hear that, all you single guys? Danny D.
Oh, they know my plan. They know my plan.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I just ask us.
That's definitely some good pussy if they do that. Hey. Look, man, I know she gonna kill me, man, but I gotta go back.
I shouldn't be actually.
Yeah, don't be telling your plans on the podcast.
I just need to be filtered, you guys. I need you guys to be here to filter me, please.
You heard that, Rob? You heard that? You heard that? She said,
I know nothing.
She said, mute her.
It's got to be like some Jeff Dunham shit.
Just fucking like, out. Just, it's all right.
Just the hand in the ass, just some puppet.
Don't say that.
Just backhand. That's what I miss the backhands. That's what I miss, Nick. I miss your backhand.
You hit me.
I know.
Look at what you're doing.
Don't talk to me. I'm at home.
Just hitting a bong.
It's okay. We're all zoomed together and at home alone.
So how long have all you guys gone without showering?
2 days.
I just took a shower an hour ago.
Oh, good job.
Oh, yeah, I took a shower. I don't know. My water still runs. I don't know. Maybe they shut it down in your county.
You know, Nick, some of us like to shower. Some of us like to be clean.
Some of us don't use ballsy ball wash instead.
Yeah.
Right? I take a bubble bath every day. So, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, well,
Ballsy ball wash.
I guess I'm just dirty.
Who's got the fucking dogs?
Yeah, right, Marcus?
I do. I do. They're loud. I know.
So you mute when you laugh at one of my jokes.
That sounds like several.
Run on.
Yeah.
It's 2 Labradoodles. They're happy as hell because the owner's back. So, yeah.
Their owner, what are you doing this podcast?
No,
He's at his girl's house.
I'm at my
dentist office with dogs in it.
No, I'm in the bedroom. They're already outside, but they're loud as heck because they're just loud.
Just shoot him. It's okay.
I could scream shut up, but right now I don't want to make a big scene. So.
Yeah, you don't want to come in there and get smacked by your girlfriend and tell the dogs to shut up.
No, she's gone right now. She went to get a massage.
Oh, and you hammered me for getting a massage? She's doing the same thing.
Yes, but you went to someone new. This is the first she's been going to for a long time.
I didn't go to someone new. I went to someone I go to.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
And it was a lady. It wasn't even a guy.
Does it have to be a difference? My brother's a masseuse, so what's the...
Well, I mean, most guys say they can massage shoulders, and then I let them, and then they're like, oh, we're going to fuck now. And it's like, no, she was a professional, you know.
Is there a version of rub and tug for women?
I wish.
There is. There is.
I'd go to that massage parlor. Guaranteed, like, satisfaction. Who wouldn't go?
So basically,
a rub and tug. I feel like you might need pliers for a girl.
I mean, sometimes it takes a village, you guys. Sometimes it takes a village.
That would be an interesting happy ending.
I'll be right over. I gotta stop by Home Depot.
CharRon, your wallpaper looks like it belongs in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I love it.
I know.
So girly.
The Snozberries taste like Snozberries.
Is your bedspread super girly too? Is it flowery?
I ain't showing you.
That's a yes.
I am not
Are
showing
all
you.
of your you guys are all in relationships. So Nick, what does your bedspread look like? Is it flowery or is it neutral?
What is it? It's neutral.
Oh, Marcus?
My bedspread is like my woman, white.
Touche.
You can't go wrong with that. I mean, and she's named Danielle, and I believe she's an Aries too, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So who the fuck? You can't go wrong with that. You have the perfect woman.
Marcus, do you believe that though?
We'll find out.
Don't get him in trouble. Don't get him in trouble.
Fuck you.
Trust me, the crazy shit that I say, this does not bother her. Sometimes I look at her like, why aren't you offended?
Rob, what about you?
What about me?
Rob has a flowery bedspread, guaranteed.
No, I don't. It's all the bedspread is like this ugly yellow that I fucking hate. And
I love yellow. That doesn't work.
The sheets are beige.
The sheets are beige.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow.
This just went in a weird
It went to a weird direction.
I don't even know where to go back.
Riveting conversation.
Yeah, fucking seriously.
Oh man.
Sorry, you guys. Sorry, I'm bored. I'm alone. I'm lonely.
Did you get that article I sent you about the semen being medically, like scientists are saying semen's good for women?
What do you mean by good for women?
Well, let me open it up and read it to you guys.
There we go.
6 unexpected health benefits of semen.
Continue.
Or not.
Let's see. It's a natural antidepressant.
For who?
That's one.
Who?
For both sides.
Well, according to a study conducted on 293 female college students, oh, that sounds hot right there. Exposure to semen can lower symptoms of depression.
Well, that's why I'm not depressed, you guys.
Let's see. It helps you sleep better. It contains melatonin, so swallow, girls. You could think of 1 teaspoon of ejaculate as a multivitamin. It contains over 200 proteins and several helpful vitamins, such as vitamin C, calcium, chlorine. Ooh.
Doesn't that depend on the guy's diet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It varies with the age and the health of the male. Yeah.
What's better, young semen or old semen?
Not old.
Yeah, old semen.
I'm not answering any of these questions.
You mean old semen or semen from an old guy?
Rob, are you laying down? What the fuck are you doing?
He's laying
I'm in an
back.
office chair that rocks.
Oh,
I don't have to see you.
I do. I'm Italian. I have to see you to talk to you.
Jesus,
Rob, you haven't
Christ.
said much. Rob, you haven't said much today, but everything you have said, I feel like you have definitely been kicked out of several strip clubs.
You know, I have been kicked out of one, and it wasn't my fault.
Oh, he called it.
You were peeking over the door. Sir, we told you several times.
I was, yeah.
Marcus, he actually went to one that had a literal sperm bucket.
Ew.
I'm not lying, right, Rob?
It was the booths, so they each had like they had like a trash can and tissues. It was pretty bad.
Oh.
And I didn't use it, but I was there.
I didn't use it.
And I remember and I will never complain about my job again because there was some poor bastard with rubber gloves went up to his elbows and a squirt bottle running around at each of the booths. So
That's disgusting.
that's an essential job for you.
That is an essential job.
Was this on Watt Avenue?
No,
Watt
it was
Myrtle.
on.
Watt and Myrtle.
I think it's Crazy Horse now. It used to be called Regal Show World on
Oh, in
Market
Reno?
Street in San Francisco.
Oh.
Like one half of it was the video booths. The other half was like the Dutch stores with the chicks.
Was this in
And
the
then
80s?
90s.
Okay.
And they had a room in back called the Double in the Bubble. So it was like a circular room, and it was literally a circle jerk if you chose to make it so. And it was like they would have live stuff in there, or you could look across and look at the guy jerking off across from you.
That's kind of hot. So like a chick would be in the room like getting fucked or playing with herself, and then all the guys in the circle would be around it jerking off.
But they'd all be in booths.
Could I see the guy?
Oh, I know that. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. But yeah, it's like a window, like a screen goes up or whatever.
Yeah, you
Okay.
put your quarters in and the screen come
I
up.
could get down with that. I could do that.
They had that on LL Cool J's video.
Okay.
So I'm told.
I miss the good old
Whole
days.
video where he bites the apple.
No,
I miss the good old days when you
yeah.
could just jack off in a bucket.
Yeah, right? Fuck.
That never goes away.
Jack in a bucket.
Good old days.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys and your dicks. I don't know.
So I found out something. I found out if a man gets clipped, basically, circumcised. Well, not circumcised. What's
Vasectomy?
Basically, vasectomy. Yes, vasectomy. He has to basically jack off 22 times to get it to empty the clip.
That sounds about right.
A man, he
Like
still
a
has.
day?
No, he still has to get rid of all that semen inside him. So he has to jerk off 22 times before he's empty.
Jesus.
Good to know. Fun facts.
Fun fact.
The
Fun
more
fact.
you know.
The more you know.
By the way, speaking of the more you know, females performing oral sex can lower your blood pressure.
There you go.
So true.
That's not true. I have high blood pressure.
And
I have
then,
high blood pressure.
We didn't say you.
Doing it wrong, man.
while this is not a health,
Or step your game up.
yeah,
Right? Well, yeah. I don't really do that these days. You guys are all frozen, and I don't know what you're saying. You're probably talking shit, though, so I'm just going to stop talking.
no, you when your Wi-Fi goes down,
It's funny.
it kind of is.
Fuck you guys.
But
I
anyway,
feel like max headroom.
What?
You don't remember Mac?
Oh my gosh. You said what? Oh no. Oh
I'm
no.
sorry, I got old references.
No, did you? I got it. I got that, Marcus. I got
I was
that.
born in the 80s, motherfuckers.
but I
How old
know
are you, Marcus?
Danny, are you ever going back to work? Jesus Christ, you getting sloshed over there.
I work from home. I just fucking make men come all day. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Wow.
Rob, get your bucket.
I'm just waiting
not paying for that.
over so I can watch you guys call me. Fuck you. Rob, you don't want to come in a bucket for me? Oh, come on, baby.
Wow.
New meaning to BYOB.
Bring your own bucket. Oh man, where's your kid now, Rob? Can you hear this? Just fucking.
I sat him on the couch and have him watching Big City Greens.
Ah, yes.
It sounds like a show about vegetables.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's like a knockoff Simpsons.
I'm so glad my kids are older.
So we've gone full circle. We were talking about Barney and kitty titties, and now we're talking about big
Kitty titties.
greens.
Well, it's better than talking about dicks all the time. That's what I'm like labeled as, is the dick master. Like, I'm just
Who
saying.
labeled you that?
Me. Fuck you. I labeled me the dick master.
I love her Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry. Rancho Cordova sucks. There's a helicopter outside.
Really? Well, y'all got a ghetto bird for a dirty bird. I was looking for. We got some criminals out.
That in at all.
Amber alert.
No one wants to steal a child. I don't even know why they have those.
Because kids go missing.
Yeah, that's probably because their parents are stupid. No one wants to literally legit steal a fucking kid. I wouldn't.
Oh, did y'all see what Carolyn put out about that whole? She thinks that all psychos or people that's perverts and stuff are missing their chance anymore because now everyone's inside. It's a trip.
Huh?
Wait, what?
It's something. Well, okay. So basically, I'll switch up. So in New York, did you know that since all the trash has been empty and there's nobody out and stuff, rats are actually now coming out of the sewers and stuff and going in and basically going around looking for food. That way they're searching in houses and stuff.
Okay.
Because there's no food or in the parks anymore.
That's a big. You started off by saying pedophiles.
I know,
lonely.
but I had to switch over because it was like that. I threw that out. I was like, nah,
I would freak the fuck out if I saw a giant ass rat in my house. I would not be okay with that.
You're seeing like there were pictures of like wild coyotes walking down Chicago streets.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was at the river and a pack of fucking coyotes walked by me yesterday, like 3 or 4 of them.
Our ecosystem stopping has now made them go, what the hell, man?
Well, good.
We're talking like the dog-looking coyotes. It wasn't a bunch of guys running people across the border.
No, it was real, like a dog-looking coyote. Because I was like, oh my God, those dogs don't have collars. But then I was like, oh, that might be a coyote. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you just stand there and just watched them walk away.
No, I kept walking to my car. I'm not stupid. They don't stop my life. What? You got to act like you're not scared.
Getting all gangster on us.
Right? That's how I have to live here in Rancho.
I still can't believe you guys know. You guys think Biggie over Tupac? That is insane.
Well, that's just because you don't know.
I say Tupac has done a lot. I mean, beyond just movies and music, he's done a lot more than Biggie.
Because he's still alive.
Yes.
That too.
Yeah, you guys. He's with Jeffrey Epstein.
But it is a West Coast.
Yeah. He's at the old Arco getting fucking treatment.
Wow.
I will say this though, the Biggie movie was better than the All Eyes on Me. I will say that.
Yes. Unfortunately.
You guys seen All Eyes on Me?
I feel like Tupac had more of an impact. I think Tupac had more of an impact. I thought Biggie was better.
That's because he was hotter. Hotter people have a bigger impact on society than fucking, people.
Okay.
That went somewhere.
I wish I was puffed.
If I can't get MC Hammer, I'm going to get you Tupac, man.
A dead corpse, thanks. That's what I want.
I mean, MC Hammer's getting close to that.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not a huge Hammer fan. I just happen to have a fucking Hammer Barbie, and I think it would be great if he could sign his leg. That's all I'm saying.
He does have a Hammer Barbie.
I got to pray.
Pray.
That's the only song I like by him. That's it.
Not Too Legit.
Too Legit's pretty bad. It's okay. I mean, he's probably a total fucking like preacher, and we'd have nothing in common. However, I just want his fucking autograph. That's it. Someone could dress like MC Hammer and tell me they're MC Hammer. I wouldn't know the difference. Sign my fucking doll. You
know what a sleeper hit of his was? The Addams Family.
Yes.
A lot of people don't remember he did that.
Yes.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah, I know my shit.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we do got to end. I got to go head to the docks.
Are you dying?
I hope not. I got tit sweat though, like a motherfucker.
You know,
that's nothing new.
You shouldn't. You're inside the house. It's cold outside.
Marcus, what you come into is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I see. And I don't know if you should go to the doctor for tit sweat.
I mean, if you've seen his tit sweat, he should go to the doctor. That's profoundly, and he's not even that fat. Like, I don't understand.
I feel like that would be awkward in the waiting room. Like, this guy's over here dying from corona, and man, my tit sweat.
It's starting to rise.
You gotta get me in there, Doc. You gotta get me in there. My tits are sweating everywhere.
He's got ice packs underneath his titties. He's just like trying to fan himself off, just sitting in there. Yeah.
This guy's got a damn helmet on his head trying to breathe.
They give me a face mask, and I just use it to wipe up my tit sweat. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Fuck yeah.
Or Rob's bucket.
I tried to wear one of my bras. It was like the Corona mask. The whole fucking cup just covered my head. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the whole bra Corona mask thing because my tits were too big. That's what I tried yesterday. So that's what I was going to do.
Nice. All right. Well, Marcus.
Maybe I can use one of your bras, asshole.
Go fuck yourself. Well, Marcus, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
man.
No, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having this. This was fun. I didn't know what to expect, and it went 100 different directions, but it was fun.
We never know what to expect. We're very professional like that.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks, guys. And we'll be back next week.
I miss you
All
guys.
right. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.